So if you're joining us from the South Metro area or the Eastern Plains, most of you did not end up with a high impact blizzard like the forecast called for, and you might be wondering what happened. And so let's kind of get into that. Of course, when it comes to forecasting the weather, little things can make a big difference in terms of what you actually experience. So the storm overall came in just a bit weaker than what the computer forecast models had it, and that led to all sorts of downwind impacts. First and foremost, the storm moved a bit quicker because that storm wasn't quite as strong as expected. That stronger motion tends to kind of slow those storms down just a little bit. So it moved too fast. The storm itself was weaker. And with a weaker storm, when you've got stronger areas of low pressure, that pulls down the cold air. With these warmer Pacific storms, you need to generate your cold air somehow. And in this case, we just didn't have the strong enough area low pressure to generate our cold. So that's why areas at or below 6,000 feet, think Castle Rock, Parker, Elizabeth, mostly were left alone by the storm. Yes, we had some snow, but for the most part, it was the wind that was the bigger impact and not so much the snow. So what happened was the only way to get our cold air was through elevations. So that's why areas 6,500 feet or above, for example, Highway 24 was closed through much of this morning. Same with Highway 86 around the Franktown area. You get to 6,500 feet. That's where it was high enough for you to feel those blizzard conditions, but just a weak enough low and an area that was far enough north and, again, not able to generate its cold air. Those are the reasons why that most of the Eastern Plains and the South Metro area were left alone blizzard-wise from this storm.